Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Ostranauts. There have been several updates since the last time I played, and so the UI looks a little bit different than the last time we played, and that's pretty cool. There's a lot of new features, which is nice, and you can kind of see by right-clicking on things what the price will be fetched for those individual items, which is pretty actually a very nice feature. I like that a lot. Not super crazy about the time being down here at the bottom. I kind of liked it up in the top left-hand corner, but that's okay. We are going to... Oh, and look, there's all kinds of new... This interface is now highlighted near the item that you're interacting with, which I guess is okay. Not sure. It's I'm a little surprised by the changes, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to take our helmet off briefly, because we want to, where's my clip point? There it is. We want to eat something from our inventory here, and let's see if I can remember where my backpack was that had our food. Not that one, definitely not that one. Here's the algae. Alright, let's get this. Let's eat that. And we're gonna chomp on that a little bit. There we go. Now our inventory is in much better shape. We are docked here with a meat ship, and I'm thinking that we will... I do need to go to the bathroom. Like, it's not quite dire, but it's pretty bad. And so I think we'll come in here. We'll drop off some of this stuff, and then we will go check out what we can find in... Actually, I'll keep this extra battery in here, and this knife. That'll be fine. Got an extra knife? Nope, we don't really need an extra knife with us, or an extra battery with us. We'll keep the battery in. I hate that the numbers change from, like, normally 1 is to do inventory with these things, but sometimes it's decorate. And so that irritates me quite a bit, actually. That in there. Okay, let's go on into the meat ship here. Let's see if there's anything I want to get for myself. Let's see. Turbo air pump. Great. Did I already explore this? I don't recall. I did or not. Let's check a few things here. I think I might have explored it already. Yeah, I think I might have. Oh, looks very familiar here. And there's the meat. Okay. Meat everywhere, and not a drop to drink. So, I mean, there's... Okay. Oh yeah, because we killed Sam Rivers. Poor Sam. He didn't stand a chance. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some of these pumps uninstalled. And we'll put those onto the ship, because I don't think we really got anything on the ship for salvage. Now we don't. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll head out. Oh yes, I remember one other thing I was wanting to do while I was here on the meat ship. And that is try to build this altar of meat, or whatever it's called here. Build the altar of meat. So I'm gonna come on over here, just kind of in this blank spot here, and we're gonna see if we can build our meat altar here. That sounds disgusting, because it is disgusting. All right, so let's take our eye. I'm going to install it here. The altar, yes. Okay. That's what I want to do. I'm putting the eye in there, the horns, the hooves. Okay. More hooves. Okay. Another hoof. How many hooves does this thing gotta have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm doing it now. I wonder, what tool are we using to to assemble this? Not sure. Install the goat altar. Alright. Should have went to the bathroom before this, but that's okay. Oh boy. The meat altar is assembled. Oh my god, that's disgusting and disturbing. And it's looking at me. Okay. So, before we get going with the meat, I'm just going to get these other little bits here. Let's go ahead and get this pump, I guess. Uninstall that. And I guess we'll talk to the meat, see what the meat has to say. I don't know. Is there a bathroom down here, by the way? I can install it on the ship. Sam didn't need a toilet on this ship. He was just like, nah, I don't need a toilet. 134, how much for the sink? Okay. How much for this altar? 13,000. Oh. Okay. Can you uninstall it? Nah. But I can commence a ritual. All right. Let's go ahead and I guess commence the ritual. Approaches the grisly assembly with intent. Okay. Dark breathing center. As you stare down at the strange assemblage of harvested organs, the world around you begins to quiver and bend. A dark shadow beneath the idol grows and spreads, like ink dropped in a pool of still water, until everything around you, but your body and the makeshift totem, is black. The shadow recedes, and you find yourself standing in the cramped central deck of a ship whose design escapes your understanding. Every surface is covered in a sinewy tangle of conduits and wiring of varying thickness, behind which a reddish glow casts faint light and long shadows. The air here is free from the sterile, chemical smell of recycled oxygen. Instead, it is warm and moist, like breath exhaled from a living body. Before you, where the idol once sat, you find a long-dead nav station. It is covered in narrow wires that rung from the ground like overgrown weeds. Visible through the tangle of wires is a plate on which the ship's name is stenciled, the Lesser Key of Solomon. Branching from the central deck, you find 3 corridors leading to deeper cabins of specialized design. To your left, there is a laboratory. To your right, a crew quarters. And ahead of you, down the longest corridor, is the reactor room. Okay, so I guess let's examine the lab first. It's the first in the list. Let's examine it. Examine the lab. Inside the lab, you find an array of rusting genetic and surgical equipment. The swollen conduits from the walls run to broken specimen tanks and now vacant operating tables. Every surface drips with warm, viscous liquid. One operating table in particular catches your eye. In fact, it appears to be several tables, all of them set side by side and welded together at the center to create one overly large surface. The arrangement sits in the center of the room and is surrounded with crude scaffolding reaching nearly to the ceiling. Platforms are set into the scaffolding and dozens of hand lamps are clipped to it, all of them pointing down at the assembly. Terminals line the right side of the room. One flickers to life, then dies out again as a conduit beside it sparks. Alright, I'm going to try to browse the terminals. I am skilled in hacking. Rifling through the data files on the last remaining operational terminal, you discover the personal journal, trial results, and various experimental notations of one Professor Park Hyun Lee. It's a name you recognize. Professor Lee is a notorious figure in the system, a once constant presence in the tabloid media. Formerly a renowned academic at the Korean School for Biotechnology on Kapyong Station in the Martian system, Lee's doctorate was revoked when he published a manifesto on the benefits of gene splicing between and among species. After losing his post, Professor Lee moved on to work in various high-level corporate roles, including as Chief Development Officer of Hyunlee Petware and Chief Research Specialist at Brave New Worlds, LLC. I do remember in the Brave New Worlds company was one of the meat company providers. Let's go examine the crew quarters. What you find here is, on first impression, a standard small crew quarters. 2 bunks, several storage lockers, a single sink, and a toilet. Personal effects lay on end tables in haphazard arrangements. Eyeglasses, reading material, photographs of friends and family pinned to the walls. 4 lab coats, long ago white, hang on the wall beside each bed. As your eyes adjust to the reddish darkness, however, the scene resolves into something far more strange. The mass of conduits on every surface runs towards the bunks and up into the beds. There they disappear into a long form under age-brown sheets spotted with rust-colored stains. Ooh. So let's remove the sheets. You peel back the sodden sheets to find a sleeping, malformed creature whose proportions are the only element you could reasonably describe as human. They are nude, save for the snaking conduits that run from the nest beneath them into port-like sores in their chest, arms, and legs. Bristly fur covers their body in thick patches at the abdomen and upper thigh. Their jawbone is elongated and distends into a respirator of original design. 2 horns poke through the matted, filthy hair at the front of their skull. Chasing a sick sense of curiosity, you draw back the sheet further to find beneath it more hair in which nest genitals beyond your recognition. 2 long unguligrade legs bend down to a pair of cloven hooves. Weird. Alright, let's go to the reactor room, I guess. Oh, hello! Hello, hello, hello! The environment around you grows hotter and more humid with every step you take down the long corridor into the deepest bowels of the ship. As the world behind you recedes from both memory and view, the one ahead defies your understanding. Before long, you find that a reddish musculature has begun to grow in the snaking conduits beneath you. Viscous blood pools around your feet with every soft step. Deeper in, the meat gives way for portions of skin, and deeper still, patches of bristly hair. After what feels like more steps than the corridor demanded, you entered a darkened engineering chamber. Before you, on the far wall where the reactor should be, you instead find a massive throne of viscera, muscle, conduit, and bone. Sitting perfectly still upon it is a human-shaped creature of monstrous scale. Though it appears to be sleeping, you can sense it is very alive. The creature is breathing in time with the ship, and all the conduits run to its throne like arteries to a beating heart. Mingled with its more human form, the creature shows the unmistakable features of a goat. A distended snout, unguligrade legs with cloven hooves, and 2 huge horns on its head that suggest a casual lethality. Its meaty muscles are obscene in their size and proportion. Bristly hair gathers at its otherwise nude waist and upper thighs. Sitting beside the throne is a scepter of spine, leading to an ornamental goat's skull. From it sprouts a pair of shattered horns, forming many sharp points. This is disturbing. Okay, I can approach with caution or charge in unprepared and strike it down. Obviously, I'm going to approach with caution. You take a few halting steps towards the center of the chamber, where the reddish glow has pooled before the throne like a spotlight. Before you reach the throne, the creature's eyes flick open and find your own. The eyes are wide-set, golden yellow, with a long black rectangular pupil that runs parallel to the ground. You stand in the spotlight and meet the creature's gaze for what feels like an eternity. As you do, a terror builds in your mind like static, a wave of noise growing in volume, through which you can distantly discern a voice breaking through, like a transmission from far away. The voice merges and coalesces, breaks through the static, and before long is as clear to you as if it were spoken. The words present to you in a warm, syrupy tenor, but are laced with the shiver of a panicked animal being led to slaughter. Alright, I think we're going to purge it. Okay, here we go. Confirm. The voice asks you who you are and why you've come. The question resonates in your mind against a deep and primal fear that gives way to rage. How dare this monstrosity question your intention? You, an enlightened and evolved creature, being challenged by an atavistic freak of science, or hell. One even lower than any terrestrial beast. And yet there remains a similarity between you and the monster. The congruity is more awful and terrifying than anything you've ever felt. Okay, I can hide, I can challenge it, I can attack it directly, or I can set up a trap because I'm skilled in electrical engineering. Let's set up a trap, sure, why not? I've got the skill, might as well do it. Breaking free of the freakish gaze of the fiend, you dart past the being into a shadowy corner of the room in search of an abandoned materials with which to build a trap. Maybe you can lure it into a position of weakness. Uh-oh, it has minions. You hear a terrible bleeding sound behind you, accompanied by the clatter of hooves beating the ground. You turn just in time to see 3 nimble, snarling satyrs charging headlong into the room. Their eyes are bloodshot and crazed as they close upon you with impossible speed. Just before they reach you, the piercing command of the Goat King rings out in your mind, so loud that you wince in pain and are forced to the ground. When you open your eyes, the 3 smaller beasts stare down at you, stock still with expressions of hatred. Okay. I can cut them down. I can appeal to reason, because I'm a genius. I can ignore the satyrs and attack the king, or I can surrender and beg for release. I think I will appeal to reason with my genius. You stand and stare down the 3 beasts before you. On closer inspection, you see remnants of their former humanity. Tattered clothes, the soft curve of an earlobe, 4 fingers on each hand beside a dirty thumb. You ask them who they were before and why they are here. They stare back at you with impressions impossible to discern. You tell them who you are, where you've come from. You see no change in their expressions, but one of the creatures tilts its head at an odd angle as you speak. Soon it turns around and walks down the long corridor, no doubt returning to the crew quarters to rest. Enough. The word enters your mind in the Goat King's voice, and you turn to face him. It's time I slay the abomination. As the fiend sits before you, you know in your heart what must be done. I can hack and slash. Improvise tool attack, charge in unprepared and strike it down, or surrender. I'm gonna hack and slash, baby. Hack and slash. He uses 1 short billy club. What? Why don't I use something good like my machete? Steeling yourself against the fear, you remind yourself that you brought a weapon into the portal for this very purpose. As you retrieve it, the Goat King stands from his throne and picks up the spinal scepter beside him. The swing comes immediately, and you almost don't have time to react. The Goat King's scepter smashes into the meaty ground, sending a huge splash of thickened blood up from where you were just a moment ago. As the blow rebounds, the entire ship contracts around it, and the Goat King himself staggers, clutching at its own stomach. Seeing your opening, you strike out with your weapon and deliver a wound to the Goat King's side, just below its exposed ribs. The king swings out again, this time connecting with your legs, which disappear from under you, and you fall to the ground. Another blow falls, and again you manage to escape it, this time rolling away as the scepter smashes down beside you. A cracking like bone is heard from deep within the hull of the ship. The Goat King cries out again, this time stumbling and clutching its own leg. You stand and swing at the injured leg, a blow that sends the Goat King kneeling as if waiting to be knighted. With your last ounce of strength, you bring your weapon down upon its filthy head. It splits open and the king collapses. The ship continues to sputter and groan around you. Knowing your work here is done, you pry the spinal scepter from the king's grasp and return to the shimmering portal at the nav station in the center of the ship. You step through it and return to the world you left behind. In your hand, you find the scepter, the only evidence you'll ever have of this horrible encounter. Okay, that's it. I've got the spinal scepter now. There it is. A remarkable weapon formed from the skull and spine of a massive goat-human hybrid. Barbaric to some, effective nonetheless, it allows both piercing and slashing through most protective wear. Wow! Cool, I got a new weapon. Alright. Well, it's time to get the heck out of here. Ooh, look, the little eye is like illuminated or something. Can I destroy this thing? Hold on. Can I do anything with this? I can scrap it. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. Maybe somebody else can come someday and take part in the ritual that we so enjoyed and loved. And yeah. Let's just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. Oh yeah. I might try a little bit of combat against the meat with my new weapon. Let's just see how that works out. Go pop that guy in there. Let's go ahead and drop the backpack right here in the door. Take this into my hand. Ooh, very nice. Let's go. And we are going to move on up and we're going to smash this meat. Bash it. No, I want to melee, swing the spinal scepter. Boom. Oh my god, one hit. One hit wonder. Swing spinal scepter. Boom! Man, we are taking out the meat. But we're going to grab a bunch of it and see if we can sell it. See if we can sell it here. Let's smash more meat. Yeah, man, this is like giving me a tremendous amount of meat. Disgusting, I know. Boom. Wow. Yeah, every swing is like extra meat. How dare you try to strike at me. I'm the meat man. I am meat man. Okay, we'll get out of here. That's enough meat swinging for today. Let's go ahead and zoom on it, man. We're far away from home. We are far away from home. Storm Shroud is where our meat altar is, I guess. Okay. Now let's find our Kulig here. Wow, we are far. Alright. Let's see. Map controls. Let's come on in the Kulig. There we go. Alright. And turn to our correct bearing. And we got the 52% of our RCS still. So I'll go ahead and get up to a pretty good relative speed here. Just gotta be careful that I don't hit another meteorite. Oh, and we got hit. We just got hit. Okay. Let's see. What got damaged? Don't see anything leaking. I don't see any air leaking. There's a little bit of damage over here. There's some damage right here. Pretty bad damage, but not a hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up. Let's go ahead and wake up. Go ahead and put my helmet on just in case. I'd like to fix this floor if I can. Restore. Okay. Go restore that floor. Alright. What else I got here? Outside. Got some scrap aluminum and trash. And small electric parts. Okay. And more small electronic parts. Alright. Alright, looks like we are nearing upon the NAV1 nav station now. There's no... Unfortunately, there's nothing... I don't think there's anything here to, like, do, if I recall. But we're gonna go ahead and slow down anyway. We're gonna see if there is anything we can do. Hello? Untime. What does that mean? Merely a quirk of the new celestial calendar. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't want to fall asleep. I want to use my nav station. So we are here at the OLG nav here. Let's just how long until we get here? 13 minutes? Are we gonna pass by it or are we gonna crash into it? I think we should try to dock here and see. Maybe we can sleep. And I'm afraid we'll run out of battery power, unfortunately. Yeah, we're down to like 61 kilowatts per hour. Jeez. Okay. Well then let's increase our speed then, even higher. There we go. Down to Kulig here. Alright, now we're down to 34 minutes. Nah, that's talking. Click money to resolve payments. Okay. Local authority ship scan activity detected. Great. I don't have a permit. Don't have a permit. Don't have a permit for all this meat. Okay. Pay. Alright. It could be worse. I've only got 25% of my Delta V left, which is not great. So hopefully, okay, hold on. Hopefully we can, get away here. Okay, hopefully we can slow down in time against Kulig. I do have some spare canisters sitting around of nitrogen, so I think we'll be alright. Okay, so now the question I should ask myself is, so we've got 10% fuel left. Should I instead try to go to one of these little derelicts and see if there's some nitrogen in there? Some nitrous canisters. We're out here anyway, right? And I don't know. Only got 5% left. Let's just see what we got in our spare containers. Alright, we're gonna go down to like 200 meters per second. Let's just take a look. In the spare container we've got 364. Is that the only spare container I've got? Jiminy Christmas. Alright. I sob quietly to myself. Oh. Alright. Let's I'm browsing a social app. Let's take I gain banter breakout. Whatever that means. There we go. This one's got 0 pounds of pressure. This one's got 41,000. So let's take a look and see how much fuel that got me. Alright, that got me back up to 50%. Alright, should I go ahead and stop at this derelict? I really don't have a license, so I think I won't. We're just going back. We need to sleep and use a bathroom anyway. Our bowels are about ready to move here. Alright, we're just about there. There's the chrome bebop. It was covered in meat. And if I recall correctly, if I read somewhere that now that I've done the meat ritual, I won't find new ships with meat, but any ships that previously had meat will still have meat. I think that's how that works. So we'll just have to be careful not to visit our meat ships unless we want to grab some more meat for some reason. Which I'm hoping I can sell this meat. I don't know who to, but we'll see. I think maybe you have to sell it to the flotilla. I'm not sure. First thing we're going to do, run in and use the bathroom. Alright. Go and start slowing down. About 40 meters per second. Go hail the Kulig station. Ask for docking. Alrighty. I like to come in around under 15. I know you can... Under 40 is technically fine, but I like under 15. Feels a lot gentler. A lot more realistic. Come in real slow. We are clamped. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and get up. Come on out. Very nice. Now come over here and use this bad boy to get my power back up. Let's get our N2 filled up and our O2 filled up. RCS filled up. There we go. 7,000. Oof. Okay. Let's come on down and we'll fill up this this other canister as well. I got it set in here. So let's go ahead and grab it. There we go. 41,000 is a full tank, I guess. Oh, I've got this other one down here, right? Yep. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Got that all done. Let's go to the bathroom. We'll go talk to the black market guy. He's the one that's wanting us to do a mission in the first place. Alright, I have finished defecating, it says. Okay. Alright, can I get a drink from this sink? Boy. Delish. Okay. Let's put my suit back on. I don't like to walk around without my suit on. Okay. Now we're going to come on over here to the food vendors. I'm going to buy some good food. Some fresh food, not that trenchers. Even the trenchers algae is questionable, so. Alright. I'm going to buy the protein noodles with nest egg urban dairy flakes. Or I could do chili vinegar fish balls. Okay, what's at this guy? Same thing. No, he's got spot prawn curry stir fry, kebab chicken, and algae broth in a bag with alligator pepper and seared tomatoes. Yum. I just want that in my pockets, please. In my pockets. There it is. Cool. Nigerian style pepper soup and a spice forward dish supporting nearly any protein, in this case textured algae. Okay. Fantastic. Let's come on over and we're going to sell a few things and talk to Annie about the mission he sent us on, which we got a little bit sidetracked with the altar and everything, but okay. Let's see if I can find Kylie and Annie. Where's Kylie at? Where's she at? She's usually just walking around here. I'll have to find her later. Go talk to Annie. And let's see. Annie, I want to offer to trade. No. Mention the headline. It doesn't show that I can tell him about. Ah, here we go. Report back. Okay. Annie Black eagerly thanks Devin for the help. Did you give me money? No. Did not. Alright. Let's talk to Annie again. Let's offer to trade. Alright. What do you got for trade here? He's got a new navigation console. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if I can sell some stuff. No, he didn't want anything. Okay. Doesn't want anything. Well, that stinks. Do you want anything in my backpacks? You want any of this meat? Got some like new trash. Nah, he didn't want anything. Nobody wants to see anything from my meat bag. Come on. It's fresh meat. Super fresh. Straight from the source. And I don't see what's her name around either. Alright, so Kylie is up here at the commercial district. She's getting some self-care. I can consider them an ex. Oh, wow. Alright, so we're not lovers anymore? Nah, we are. We check her out. Ask her about their career issue. Okay. We should agree or refuse to help Kylie with their issue talking to Noomi Weber. Who is Noomi Weber? Noomi Weber is on the Rising Diamond. Okay, can't see where that's at. Alright. Well, I guess I'll agree to help her. I could request reward for it. Yeah, I'll request for a reward. She offers me 300 bucks. I'll help her, just because you're my lover, I guess. Fine. Okay. Let's, confide about our love life. Alright, so that's going to be about it for today. I'm going to go ahead and put myself on to free time for a couple hours. Let him go about and like satisfy his intimacy needs and have fun and whatever he wants to do. And then hopefully at that point we'll be in much better shape, and then I can go take a nap. And if you want to see more Ostranauts, be sure and let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hate.